I was in the part where I was only learning things. I was learning every single strategy I could put my hands on. I learned how to sell, how to do the sale conversation, how to build courses, programs, how to scale. But that was one of my patterns. So instead of me showing up as an expert that I already had the knowledge, my blocks were that I needed to learn more. I needed to acquire more knowledge because I did not feel that I'm good enough or that I know enough. Because for me, it was like all these patterns that I had impacted my health. So there was a cancer, right? Then I could not sit for more than 15 minutes. Some of you actually heard my story. If you haven't, basically 2009-ish, I could not sit for more than 10-15 minutes without excruciating pain. And the only reason was because I had some emotional stuff accumulated in certain part of the body that was back. Okay. And I went to every surgeon I could, and they told me I need a spine surgery. Never had one. I said, hell no. I'm a little stubborn. Never had surgery. I don't have pain. I'm wearing 4-inch heels. Go figure. So for me, I mean, that showed in my health, that showed up in my relationship, that showed up in my business. Because every time I went out, even for the networking event, everywhere I went, whether it's Zoom or in person, I had to be perfect. I had to speak perfectly. I could not make mistakes. I could not do anything crappy. Basically, I could not be a human being. That was how I was living. So imagine what could be done with business. I mean, I was pretty successful, but through the force. It's like, okay, I have 20 tasks for today and I have to accomplish, because if not, I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I have to push myself harder. It's actually you put the mask on, or you put the force in going full speed no matter what. Most people, we're not okay with mistakes. I was never okay with mistakes, because if I made a mistake, to me that meant I failed. To me that meant I'm like, I need to beat myself up, get my butt up, and just move forward and just fix things, because mistakes cannot happen. So everything had to be perfect. Because if I was not perfect, for example, that meant people will judge me. That meant they will not like me. I will not matter. I'm not important enough. So my subconscious pattern was like, I need to try harder to prove that wrong. So no matter how much you're convincing yourself that you need to do things or you need to show up in certain ways, there will be that subconscious driver that actually is going to put you in place. And it's your mind is always looking for the evidence to support whatever truth you're holding, even if it's just 10% of your whole system. So if like 5% of you thinks that you're a failure, you're a piece of crap, that's what's going to drive the show. You may be successful for a little while, you may be going upwards, but eventually, I hope that doesn't happen, but what I've seen is we hit the wall. We hit the wall, we need to rearrange things. Some people call rock bottoms, but then you have to shake yourself up and figure out, okay, where this is coming from, what's holding me back.